Sweet. Hey guys, it's Director Magazine Weekly, here with JR Hildebrand from IndyCar fame, now Formula Drift. How's it going? You enjoying the SEMA show so far?
Good, dude. Yeah, no, I love coming out here. I grew up around like vintage racing. My dad had a vintage race car when I was a kid. He had a 68 Camaro, and I've always enjoyed the car culture, since I was a little kid. So it's cool to be involved in that on the drifting side. Like, it's much closer to street cars and the engine stuff and everything that's going on than IndyCar is certainly. But SEMA's just like takes that to the nth degree. So it's been cool walking around.
Awesome. So you ran Seattle, Texas, Irwindale last year.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts of Formula Drift? What's it like for you?
Well, I had a blast for one. I don't think it was harder than I thought it was going to be because I thought it was going to be hard for sure. But I think when you actually show up at the events and you realize kind of how little time you have to get everything under control coming to a new place. For me, it was a new place everywhere we went.
Right.
But then to really see how good, the top 20, 25, 30 guys are, that's what really blew me away. For myself to go to the events and get my act together and whatever kind of went a little bit like I thought it would, but then to see how good everybody else was really impressive. That's what stood out to me straight away. And so that's only driven me and Tyler to really make sure that we come back ready to rock and roll next year.
So you're confirmed 2014 you're coming back?
Yeah, for sure. I'm going to come back. It'll be kind of a similar deal as this last year was in terms of I have a lot of scheduling conflicts. So I won't be doing a full season, but it looks like kind of Long Beach and then some of the events later in the year, like this year was, are open. So we're gonna build a new car and really get rocking and rolling. Because this year, we were kind of renting Conrad's car from last year, and that had a few of its own kind of hiccups and bumps along the road, and I think it's we got to start with a little bit more clean slate and make sure that we go do it right, and then I'm as prepared as I can be.
Awesome. And you live in Indianapolis, right?
I do, yeah.
On the news a couple days ago, you got robbed at gunpoint with a plastic gun. Tell us about that.
A guy tried to rob me.
Well, he tried to rob you.
Tried to rob me. Yeah, it was a little bit of a strange circumstance. I live in like a nice part of Indianapolis.
All right.
But I was walking my girlfriend's dog, and this dude comes running up. It was like 8 o'clock, so it was dark out, but it wasn't that late. Dude comes running up behind me, and I'm thinking, oh, he's a jogger or whatever. So I started getting out of the way, and then he stops, and he starts yelling at me to drop it. And I'm just thinking, drop what? Like, I don't know. So I looked at him, and I must have had some sort of what the hell are you talking about kind of look on my face. So that obviously threw him off. And so then at that point I realized he had something in his hand, and he starts just clicking away like crazy at me. And so then I sort of looked around, I looked at the dog, and well, that's obviously not doing anything. So I was like, get out of here, dude. And he turned around and split. So I'm like the new vigilante,
well,
whatever.
I guess it's not an everyday experience,
No, I was glad.
Cleaning the streets of Indianapolis.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, it was not an everyday experience, that's
awesome.
for sure.
Do you know what your 2014 Indy plan's going to look like yet? Are you guys kind of figuring that out?
Yeah, it's a little up in the air right now. I mean, this is kind of the part of the season where we figure all that out. We had it was an up and down year for sure, but we ended the season strong. We raced for Brian Herta, he was an ex-IndyCar driver himself and now owns his own team. We had a great run at Fontana. We were running second, and then the motor let go. So that was a nice way to kind of end the season just on a solid performance. And myself and 3 or 4 of the teams that are out there all working together to try to put something together.
Awesome.
So I'm looking forward to it for sure.
Perfect. Well, Jared, thanks for spending a few minutes with us.
Yeah, no problem.
Have a good one.
Thanks, man.
Perfect. Boom.